Hello folks, welcome back to another marvelous anime video. Today we're taking a trip into 11 Space-Merc anime treasures that established bounty board legends in the 80s and 90s. These shows influenced our perception of bounty hunters in space, blending action and sci-fi with recognizable characters and excellent stories. These anime made space adventures a reality with high-stakes chases and difficult moral decisions. Whether you're a longtime fan or simply learning about them, this list is full of timeless classics that continue to withstand the test of time. So strap your seatbelt on and prepare to dive into the best anime on Space Mercenaries. Oh, but before we get too deep into things, we do have a quick request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to the channel. It's a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Space Adventure Cobra, 1982. Space Adventure Cobra takes place in a galaxy ruled by pirates and bounty hunters. The main character is Cobra. He faked his death 2 years ago, and most people think he's gone, but he's alive. He has a powerful weapon built into his left arm called the Psycho Gun. The story opens with Jane Flowers, a bounty hunter. She kills a strange creature and takes its head as proof, and Jane boasts about it in a bar. Cobra is attracted by the news and tails her. Jane doubts his identity because she thinks Cobra is dead, but when Cobra visits Jane at her home, the monster's head attacks them. Jane kills it again and suspects a crime group called the Pirate Guild is behind the attack. She's on their hit list. Earlier, she had left the head with a bounty hunter group for safekeeping. The guild's death squad chases Jane and Cobra reveals his Psycho Gun and stops their enemies. News of this reaches Cobra's arch-rival, Crystal Bowie. Jane reveals she was looking for Cobra's help, and they meet up with Cobra's partner, Lady Armoroid. They board Cobra's ship and travel to a planet called Cyto. Jane's sister, Catherine, is trapped in a prison there. Cobra goes in alone, fights off enemies, and finds Catherine, but he's captured and cryogenized by Bowie. Jane is betrayed and killed by Catherine, who's under the control of Bowie. Cobra fights to survive the extreme cold and escapes the prison, but luckily, Lady Armoroid ends up rescuing him. This story is about battles, betrayal, and rescue. It shows Cobra facing powerful enemies with the help of Lady Armoroid. Space Adventure Cobra mixes action, bounty hunting, and space adventure. It shaped sci-fi anime and remains a classic tale of bounty hunters in space. Dirty Pair, 1985. The Dirty Pair started as light novels by Haruka Takachio and later became an anime series in 1985. The story is set between 2138 and 2143. Humanity had spread across thousands of star systems by then. A company called the World Welfare Works Association, or WWWA, sends agents to address significant problems on various planets. Kei and Yuri are the agents. They work as trouble consultants for WWWA. Kei and Yuri form Team 234, known as the Lovely Angels, and almost every mission they take ends in disaster. They usually finish the job, but the damage they leave behind is huge. Because of this, people call them the Dirty Pair, a nickname they dislike. The WWWA's central computer clears their missions, as the damage is never their fault. Sometimes they even possess extrasensory powers such as precognition. That's why WWWA hired them. Kei is a hot-headed tomboy with red hair. She likes big weapons and acting first. Yuri, meanwhile, is feminine and employs tricks like energy whips and throwing cards. She's Japanese and prefers civilized men. There's a lot of bickering and laughing in their friendship, and they resolve crimes throughout the galaxy together, sometimes leaving destruction in their wake. Their adventures in space stations, alien worlds, and futuristic cities are portrayed in the anime. Kei and Yuri are always able to capture the bad guys, despite the mess they leave behind. Their mix of action, humor, and sci-fi vibes this show a hit. The 1985 series won the Anime Grand Prix Award that year. Crusher Joe, 1983. The Crushers make their mark on the galaxy's dangerous edge. This group handles everything from smashing asteroids to charting space lanes. Their nickname, Crushers, tells their story. They fight through space hazards and shady deals, but they live by strict rules. No illegal jobs, no cheating clients. Anyone who breaks the code is out. The Crushers are respected across worlds for their honor and skill. Joe leads the top Crusher team. He joined at age 10 and took over for his father. Joe is headstrong and hates taking orders. Still, he stays calm when things get tough. His love interest is Elfin, a princess who left her royal life to join them. Elfin is sharp and fearless. She becomes their navigator after an incident on her home planet. Talos, a gruff team pilot, has cyborg parts, including a machine gun arm. The youngest, Ricky, is their fast-thinking engineer. He's stowed away on the ship after losing his parents to gang violence. Dongo is a robot who has a wicked sense of humor. During the time the crew is absent, it's he who pilots the ship. The Crushers undertake inherently dangerous missions. They fight space pirates, evade traps, and save the innocent. Their reality incorporates space opera with extreme action, strong teamwork, and grit. Crusher Joe is a classic 80s sci-fi adventure. It's a tale of honor in a ruthless universe where every job can change the fate of the stars. Outlaw Star, 1998. Gene Starwind and Jim Hawking run a small business on Sentinel-3. They take a job protecting a mysterious woman called Hot Ice Hilda. She's running from the K Pirates. During a fight, Hilda is killed, but leaves behind the XGP-15A-2, a powerful ship. Gene and Jim are the new owners and protectors of Melfina, a bioandroid who's capable of controlling the ship. The actual intention of the XGP-15A-2 is to locate the Galactic ley line. This is said to be where great treasure, knowledge, and power lie. Gene and his friends set out to find it, and the crew grows as they travel. Contract Killer, Twilight Suzuka, and alien catgirl Aisha Clan join them. They're also in danger of the ship being hunted down by bounty hunters and assassins. Their quest places them in conflict with strong forces. Nguyen Khan wants the ley line for ultimate knowledge. Lord Hazanko leads the Anten 7 assassins seeking the ley line's power. Bounty hunters Ronald and Harry McDougal are also portrayed as rivals of Gene. Harry is connected with Melfina, and this creates conflict between Harry and Gene. The crew has to tackle issues of alien worlds and a space conflict. The show incorporates space opera and space westerns. It's set in a universe where people can travel faster than the speed of light due to the existence of a mysterious source of energy known as ETH. Humanity has expanded to new colonies, and outlaws and pirates pose a threat to the delicate order. The universe is divided into opposing camps, which has led to power struggles and violence. The search for the Galactic ley line culminates in a final conflict uniting everyone. Finally, Gene and Melfina show their strong attachment, decide to make a future together. The crew returns to Sentinel-3, where they rest, but remain prepared for new adventures. Outlaw Star embraces the essence of the space frontier, where one star presents a new challenge and a new hope. Cowboy Bebop, 1998. Spike Spiegel and Jet Black hunt bounties across the solar system in 2071. Earth becomes nearly unlivable after a disaster with a hyperspace gate. People move to other planets and moons. Crime is high, so bounty hunters, known as cowboys, chase criminals for rewards. Spike is a former hitman from the Red Dragon Syndicate. He left that life behind, but he still possesses sharp skills and a laid-back demeanor. Jet is an ex-cop who owns the Bebop, their ship. Faye Valentine, a gambler with no memory, joins them. Edward, a young hacking prodigy, and Ein, a smart dog, complete the crew. They take odd jobs to survive. Each mission leads them into danger and weird situations, but their pasts follow. Spike fights a deadly rivalry with Vicious, his old partner, now a crime boss. Vicious loves Julia, a woman Spike once loved. Julia hides to stay safe, and Spike fakes his death to escape the Syndicate. Julia returns, planning a future with Spike, but Vicious wants to end them both. Spike faces him in a final battle. Julia ends up dying protecting Spike. The story ends with Spike wounded but victorious. He confronts the past and looks into the future. Cowboy Bebop is a blend of space adventure, noir, and western atmospheres. The tale of the crew is as much about them as their bounties. They live on the edge, seeking hope in a cold universe. Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs, 1987. The New Frontier is a region where humans have expanded across space. To protect settlers, Earth's Cavalry Command was created. They keep the peace. The Star Sheriffs are lead agents under Cavalry Command, fight the biggest threat to the New Frontier. This threat is the Outriders. These beings come from another dimension. They want to conquer human space. The Outriders attack settlements and kidnap people, control huge robots called renegade units. Their weapons are stronger than human fleets, so to fight back, humans built a powerful ship named Ramrod. Ramrod can transform into a giant robot. It matches the Outriders' machines in battle. Saber Rider leads the Star Sheriffs. He's an expert swordsman and marksman. He rides Steed, a robotic horse that can fly and fight. Fireball Hikari pilots Ramrod. Colt Wilcox is the sharpshooter. April Eagle is the engineer and navigator, and she created Ramrod. The team works together to stop the Outriders. Their enemy, Nemesis, is a cyborg bored with his home dimension. He wants to conquer the New Frontier for the thrill of it. Every mission entails flights, risk, and near-death experiences. The Star Sheriffs struggle to preserve humanity. After everything goes haywire, they turn Ramrod around and hit back. This combination of Western tropes and space opera, with its episodic missions and constant fighting against the Outriders, closely resembles the style and tone of the powerful bounty hunting shows of the 80s and 90s. Using iconic tropes such as a transforming robot, frontier exploration, and a struggle for freedom against invaders, Saber Rider captures the beat, tempo, and spirit of the anime that defined the bounty boarding anime legacy of that era. Space Pirate Captain Harlock, OVA/specials in the 80s. Harlock fights for Earth. Aliens called the Mazone want the planet. These plant-based invaders may look human, but they attack cities and capture humans. Harlock commands the starship Arcadia. Its crew has many faces. Kei Yuki is the navigator, Miyami is an alien with powers, Dr. Zero tends to the sick crew, and Harlock raids Mazone ships. He knows the fight is tough, Earth's government won't help, and Harlock is the last hope. He battles giant robots sent by the Mazone. The fights are fierce, and Harlock risks everything for freedom. The story is about loyalty and loss. Harlock is a quiet hero who fights for what's right. The show employs flashbacks and music to tell us more intricate stories. It asks us hard questions about violence. Harlock feels no joy in war. He stands alone against darkness, his mission being to save a dying world. It's a desperate struggle for space pirate Captain Harlock to save Earth from an invasion by the Mazone. In the US, limited English dubs of the series aired in the 80s, but were often altered. Later, Harmony Gold USA combined Captain Harlock with Matsumoto's Queen Millennia series for American syndication, resulting in a confusing and mixed narrative. The original series was mainly shown on Japanese TV, but has since been released on streaming platforms like Crunchyroll and Funimation with subtitles. In 2009, English dub versions of movies were also made, presenting the classic story to a new generation. Space pirate Captain Harlock established heroic outlaw stories in space with its iconic characters, epic narratives, philosophical richness. Galactic Patrol Lensmen, 1984. Galactic Patrol Lensmen is a 1984 anime based on E. Smith's Lensmen novels. The story follows Kimball Kinnison, a young farm boy whose life is changed when a dying lensman crashes on his land. The lensman passes Kim an empathic device called the Lens. This lens grants its bearers special powers and links them to an interstellar law enforcement group called the Galactic Patrol. Kim learns that the universe is at war with an evil empire called Boscone. The Galactic Patrol and its elite agents, known as the Lensmen, defend civilization against the threat of Boscone. The Boscone are ruthless and have advanced weapons. Kim's father was one of the founders of the patrol, but he lost an arm and never became a lensman. Now, Kim takes on the huge responsibility of fighting Bosco. He travels across planets with his friend Van Buskirk. They also encounter unlikely allies such as the nurse Clarissa McDougal and the alien warrior Wursel. They undertake hazardous missions together to uncover the intentions of Boscone and save the galaxy. The animation series combines space fantasy and the idea of responsibility, authority, and self-sacrifice. Kim finds it difficult to master the lens and his profession as a protector. His life is one of battle, betrayal, and hard decisions. The Lensmen employ their abilities to combat peace at a universal level. In Japan, the anime was broadcast in 25 episodes between 1984 and 85. It's remarkable, as it's one of the first CG sequences and a blend of the standard space opera with heroic sci-fi action. Galactic Patrol Lensmen remains a key early anime in the Space-Merc bounty genre. Armored Trooper Votoms, 1983. Armored Trooper Votoms is set in a galaxy torn by war. Two nations, Gilgamesh and Balarant, fought a century-long conflict. The war is ending, but distrust remains. The main weapons are armored troopers. These are humanoid combat machines piloted by single soldiers. Chirako Kuvi is a skilled pilot from the Red Shoulder Battalion. He's transferred to a secret mission. He unknowingly helps steal secrets from his side. Betrayed and left to die, he survives. He's branded a traitor and the military hunts him, and so do criminals. Chirako searches for the truth behind the betrayal. He traces hints connected to an enigmatic woman. His trip takes him through war worlds. Battles come fast and hard. Trust is rare, and survival is tough. The story is gritty and realistic. It demonstrates the price of war and the expendable nature of soldiers. Chirako struggles to get answers. The series characterizes the military mech genre. It's filled with dramatic action and profound characterization. The plot is motivated by the search for Chirako. It reveals the ugly realities of war and politics. The anime presents a harsh and realistic portrayal of soldier life in a perilous universe. Iria, Zeiram the Animation, 1994. Iria, Zeiram the Animation begins with Iria training as a bounty hunter. She follows her brother Gren, a skilled hunter, and his partner Bob. Together, they work for Gomvac Security. During a mission to rescue a hijacked spaceship called the Karma, they find an alien called Zeiram. Zeiram is nearly indestructible and massacres the ship's crew. Bob is badly injured, and Gren tries to kill Zeiram by blowing up the Karma. Gren disappears in the explosion, and Iria goes home, where the assassins of Tidan Tipidai, the Corporation of Karma, attack her. She reveals a scheme about how to enslave Zeiram as a tool. Iria escapes with help from Fujikuro and reunites with Bob. Bob's mind was downloaded into a computer after his injuries, and together they track rumors that Zeiram is back. Iria also wants to find out what happened to Gren, who potentially could have survived. On the journey, she encounters Kay, a tech-savvy orphan who helps her. Zeiram clones and corrupt forces attack them. Iria learns more about the character of Zeiram. It can duplicate itself and assimilate life forms. The tale culminates in a showdown between Iria and Zeiram to defend her world. The series combines science fiction, action, and mystery. Iria develops from a rookie to a full hunter. She must contend with life-threatening enemies and business fraud. The animation combines the design of the future with the mythology. Iria's determination drives the plot as she fights to stop Zeiram's threat. Soul Bianca, 1990. Soul Bianca is a 1990 two-part OVA series about a group of female space pirates. They captain a highly advanced ship called the Soul Bianca. Their crew includes April, the pilot, Feb, captain, Janny, the gunsmith, June, the computer expert, and May, the youngest engineer. Their lives are altered when they discover a stowaway boy named Rim. Rim requests their assistance to get to the planet Trez. He wants to save his mother and informs them about the Gnosis. The Gnosis is a legendary treasure from old Earth. The ruthless Emperor Batros of Trez now holds it. He also occupies a nearby planet, Uno, and eliminates his enemies indiscriminately. The pirates set out to grab the Gnosis. They're under intense rivalry with other pirates and the troops of Batros. In the process, they encounter betrayals and confrontations. June is associated with the ship's AI, and her connection intensifies as the story progresses. The characters are well bonded and demonstrate personalities. The plot combines treasure hunts and personal journeys. The show concludes with the crew still experiencing challenges and mysteries to solve, leaving out the indication of further adventures. This OVA contributed to the establishment of female-dominated space pirates in anime. It integrates action, technology, and character drama with a futuristic touch. It left a lasting impact on the genre, despite its brevity. Marvelous Verdict. And that's a wrap on our look at 11 Space-Merc anime gems that shaped the bounty board legends of the 80s and 90s. These series would depict the real lives of hunters and outlaws who had to survive and exact justice on the treacherous frontier. They established the tropes for the numerous space adventures that would follow. Now, we want to know what you think. Which Space-Merc anime is your favorite, and which one do you think has the biggest influence on the genre? Who knows, we might even do a full series of videos on that subject. Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below, and until next time,